Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Hazel, and today I have a property tour for you guys. So I spent about I want to say 3 or 4 weeks building this property. I'm very proud of how every single build turned out, and I'm planning to definitely build a lot more builds like this, and we'll definitely post videos. I also have plenty of ideas for other videos that I will be recording and posting with some friends, and I'm very excited about that, and you guys should be too. So I hope that you will consider liking this video, maybe throwing a comment because that will really help me out, and maybe consider subscribing to become a part of the solar system so you can stay updated on new videos that I post. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So, when you first arrive at the property, you will approach this big, grand main entrance to the main parking lot that you can exit out of to get to quite literally anything on the property. Okay, so if you go to the right, we have the medical barn, the jumping arena, and the desensitization arena. And if you go to the left, we have pretty much everything else. So I'm going to take you guys over to the right first. So, right as you come out of the parking lot, we come to the medical barn. And as soon as you walk in, there's like bookshelves and like supplements everywhere, some little benches to sit on, and some little cabinets, some more seats, some little countertops. And then there's some little signs that say don't feed horses without permission because I felt like this suited the medical barn. And the stalls are pretty decently sized. We have water and some feed, and they this barn is pretty long. Like, I wanted to make sure that it was big just in case, you know what I mean? Like, depending on how many horses are injured, like, you want to be prepared. Now, if you go to the left, we have the feed room. So there's like actual storage for like treats, supplements, and vitamins for your horses. I put some crates here to store extra food and some little buckets hanging on the walls. These are all from, so these are from Jahara's stables, and then these are from a different decoration mod that I can't quite remember what it's called at the moment, but these are it's I want to say Hey, so Editing Hazel is back here. It's actually called Scarlet Springs Equestrian Decor Mod. I was wrong. But then across from this way, we have a like kitchen slash supplement room, I guess. It's not really a tack room because you wouldn't be riding horses that are in the medical barn, I figure. So it's just more of like a medical area. And then their stalls continue all the way down this way. And then to the left of the medical barn, we have the small jumps arena, I guess. It's like a training arena. Like there's little cones and small jumps just to prepare horses for certain things. And then there's also a desensitization arena over here. So it basically just has like a bunch of things to desensitize your horses. Like I figured these banners kind of look like tarps. You have little poles you can bend them through, some bridges and tarps, and then some like poles on the ground for them to walk over, some brush to walk through. Like I figured anything that looks like it could be like a desensitization thing would be cool. And then if you continue over this way, we actually will find the racetrack. So there's little stands, I guess they're called. So there's like a pathway you walk over. You can sit in the stands. You can watch the horses race from in the middle. And there's some little like picnic tables and barbecues, so you can come and hang out down here as well while the races are going on or in between races. And the pathway kind of continues like all the way around, which I just think is cute. So you can walk this way and then it takes you back out this way. And then if we come around this way, we have the main pasture as well as the main barn. So when you walk right in, immediately there's like these potted plants. I just thought that they were really pretty. And you have stalls on either side, and there's some horses in here. I also have some kitties as well. There's like cross ties. I thought that this just looked cute. Like it made it look kind of more closed off, which I kind of like the vibe of. I like the way cluttered things look. I really love the way the like wisteria vines look hanging from the ceiling. I think that's really pretty. Um, and then obviously there's some like little seating areas and some more kitty cats. Oh, some like little tables with some lamps and whatnot on it. And then this is the tack room. There's like some lockers and some cabinets. And the Equa Deco mod is genuinely one of my favorite like horse decoration mods for Minecraft. These little thingies are actual like storage. You can actually use these to like put blankets and whatnot for your horses. And then you can also use these to put tack in, which I think is so cool. And then on the other side of the barn, we have the feed room. So there's like obviously also these little like feed stands, which you can also put like food in, which is really freaking cool. These little like food bags. And then there's a little kitchen sink and some more vitamins and like a little hay net, some extra hay on the floor. And then there's also this ladder where if you go up here, this is actually how you get to the hay loft. So you can come up here, get your extra hay, and then you can climb back down the ladder in the feed room, which is really convenient. And then if you come out the back doors of the main barn, you go to the right, you will actually find the muck heap over here with a little wheelbarrow and some like poop in it. And then you'll also find the indoor arena. It's nice and big, nice and spacious, nice and bright. It's all covered with like glass because I just wanted it to be nice and bright, but I wanted it to be covered. So there's the nice covered arena. And to the right of the arena, we actually have another parking lot because I figure if there's like a show and we're using the indoor arena, or if you have a horse and like it's coming in from like another like visiting property, in real life, there's some trailers. You can park the trailers back here and it's just easier to get to the indoor arena from where you're parked there. Like you can just drive all the way up, which is also why I made the paths as big as I did. And then if you continue this way and we actually follow the path down to the right, we'll pass some of the pastures, but we're going to have a look at those later because what I really want to look at down this way is the house. There's this nice long pathway. I'm not going to walk it because it takes forever, but I built this nice long beautiful pathway with like a bunch of trees because I love foliage. I'm a foliage girl, especially in Minecraft. I think it just looks so ethereal and like beautiful. But I built this cute little house over here at the edge of the property, and there's like a little living space. This is all from like DecoCraft, Moa Deco. I'll have a list of all the mods that I'm using in the description, of course. But there's the little kitchen as well, which I love. I love that little fridge, little hanging pots and like the wisteria vines and whatnot too. And then if you come upstairs, this is my bedroom. So there's like a little guest like bed and then like the main bed and some pet beds as well because there's lots of animals on this property. And you can also go out the back door, like out the back, but I haven't done anything with that part of the property yet, and I don't know that I ever will because I'm pretty done with this property. I think I'm ready to move on to the next one. But if we follow this pathway back out and we pop straight out this way, we will actually find all of the pastures. So this one here, um, I believe is the mare pasture, and back here is the retirement field. And then if we keep following it this way, you will find this one, I believe, is the mare and foal pasture. And if we keep following this pathway, this is the mare and foal barn, which is super, super cute. I really like this build. When you walk in, there's like a little feed place that I figure we can put stuff in, some little cabinets with some lickets and whatnot inside and some hay. And then on either side there's these nice big stalls with water, feed, and some little like feed buckets because I figure when babies are just born they're working off of baby feed and the mommies will have their normal feed, and there's like little runs on the outside so they can go outside and get some fresh air. There's two stalls on either side and it's super, super cute. And then if we continue following this pathway, you'll see over there is the apple orchard, and it's nice and big. Like there's a lot of trees. Like you can, I'm planning to eventually maybe come back on here and add a cross country course that will come all the way through the apple orchard because I think that would be really cool. Um, but yeah, there's that. And then right here, you can see that we have the big old windmill and these two big fields of wheat. And then over here, you'll see there is the entrance for the mare and foal barn. And if we continue going this way, there is also the entrance for the stallion barn. And then the gelding pasture is, I believe, over uh somewhere back this way. Hold on. Here we are. And then this is the pasture for the geldings. They're all relatively big, like they can fit a bunch of horses in each. But right in front of the pastures, we actually have the cattle barn. So this is where all the little cows live. He's wanting to escape, but there's again like I guess there's stalls, like two stalls on either side. Um, and then if you continue this way, there's also the wash stalls over here. You can enter on either side. That side you can just enter from the main barn side, but every wash stall is the same. There's two little cross ties, a little hose, which you can actually if I'm yes, you can actually like pick up the hose, which I think is cool. And then there's like some little shampoo and like a sponge and whatnot, some spray for your horse. And I also put like a little shelf with a tack box because I figure you can like put stuff in there to like use on your horses and whatever. Um, and then right on the left of the wheat fields, we actually have um other animals. So like these are where the pigs live and the goats as well as the chickens. And I have lots of chickens. And then if we continue back around to the front of the property, we come back around to the round pen as well as the main pasture again. And then here we have the last but certainly not least, the cabins. So this is where I figure if people are maybe boarding horses and horses are sick or injured, they can stay overnight. Or if people like, maybe you could live here, or maybe you just have a bunch of friends who want to play on a server and you need a place for people to live. But every single build is decorated because I did not want to half ass anything. There's little flower pots as you enter and two little tables on either side where you can have your breakfast. And the kitchen is also like just placed on either side because I figured that would be the easiest way with how I built these houses. And then if you come up the stairs on either side, there's a bed and another bed. So there's 2 beds. So each house can fit like 2 people. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Like there's 12 people can live here on the property. And there's even like these little attic spaces that I wasn't quite sure what to do with. So I just left those empty. But yeah, every single house looks the same on the inside, but they're all super, super cute. And I love them. That concludes the tour for today. If you have any name suggestions for this barn, I would love to hear them in the comments because I actually do not have any. And if you guys would like to be able to download the maps that I build, please do let me know in the comments as well because I would be totally down to upload them to Ko-Fi so that you guys can download them for free. But if you have stayed the entire video, you stayed this long, I really hope that you enjoyed and I really hope that you liked my builds. I hope that maybe I have swayed you by now to join the solar system by hitting that subscribe button. And I hope that you will like this video to show me some support. Um, but that's it for today. Thank you so, so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my little stars.